the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies, and bullshit. I'm Michael, and with me as always is a guy who doesn't mind traveling when there's good beer that needs sampling, Jeremy.
Hey, yo.
On today's show, we're back in the studio to try a new beer and play catch up on everything that's been going on with the show the last few episodes. If you like what you hear today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app, show us some love on social media at Pub Talk Podcast, and check out our website, pubtalkpodcast.com, to find out all you've ever wanted to know about the show and more. Alright, let's get in the first round. It's been a while. First round.
It's been a motherfucking about 2 months. That's what it's been. And I said, fuck. I feel like I shouldn't say fuck when we have guests on sometimes. So fuck, fuckity fuck.
You gotta play the room to see.
Yeah, it just sort of depends. Yeah, not the undergarment.
So, what are we drinking today?
Well, get into this more here in a second, but I just got back from Oklahoma City. Stonecloud had their Orbit II, which is their second anniversary. They had the release today for their Orbit II beer, and it's a stout, so had to. That's what we're drinking today. I guess we're trying this video thing out. So Orbit II, yeah, it's a, let's just read it here. It's a 14.5% alcohol by volume stout. It is aged in Basil Hayden barrels, which I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and it's got a cool little patch there on the label, so you can sew it on a hat or something, I guess. And bonus, Stonecloud bottle cap, which with the industry going like almost exclusively to canning, it feels like. I thought that was cool.
So, what do you think about it? I realized it was 14.5. That was my phone.
People have phones. Boop. So, before I had this one, I had two of the variants at the tap room there in OKC. It was a vanilla cappuccino version, and fuck, I'm forgetting the other one, so I'm gonna look at my phone. That's great for video. The other one was, just want to make sure I get the verbiage right here, spiced chai. Those are both amazing, and I think that extra something thrown in there made me like both of those more than I like this base Orbit II. Not to say it's not good. This is very good. I like it a lot. It's got a nice mouthfeel. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It definitely has that burn of a barrel, but it's not overpowering. I get the chocolate. I like this a lot. I'm happy I bought my max allotment. So, yeah. And if you don't know, you're about to know, we've got a 5-round scale, so we rate our beers 0 to 5, and anything above a 4, well, we'll just see. This is right out of 4 for me, 4 rounds.
Well, I'm not going to mess around and wait to get my rating. I'll do that first. It's a 4.
Okay.
So, the 14.5, I don't know why it surprised me, but I wasn't expecting that it would be 14.5, but I probably should have, because I didn't know what type of beer it was. I've never had one of their Orbit releases before. But everything you said, the biggest thing that I do like about it, the boozy part of it is not overpowering at all. And I hate that about quite a few of the beers I've had lately. That's all I taste. And that it's pretty light. Love stouts. I like there's something on the back end that is not horrible, which is awesome, because sometimes that aftertaste is a little gross.
Gotta be that barrel.
That was some weird name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't know. Might want to go lick one of those barrels or something.
Basil Hayden barrels. So I'm gonna have to Google that because I'm assuming it's a type of bourbon. But
so yeah, man, it's a 4. Love stouts anyway, and if it's as good as this one is with the points with high ABV and it doesn't taste like it's gonna burn my chest hairs. I do have some. A few.
Good to know, buddy.
Yeah. 4.
So, as I alluded to a moment ago, anytime we rate a beer 4 rounds or higher across the board, the beer is joining an exclusive club because holy shit, it's good. It gets a God's Part named after it. And I was thinking about this. I had an hour and a half, 2-hour drive back from Oklahoma City to think about this. If this got a 4, had a feeling it might.
Nice.
And I came up with something pretty much instantly because of the space theme. God's Moon. Because it's got the space theme, if you think about an actual moon. Also his ass. Because pub talk.
I'm down. I like it.
Or God Uranus, I guess. I don't know.
I like God's Moon.
Okay.
Anytime lately that I hear that somebody believes that there's a moon, I get a little excited because I've been seeing a lot of weird shit on the internet. That flat Earth, moon doesn't exist. Yeah, they're like growing. It's kind of funny. Joined a group just to mock them, but yeah. So thank you for not being dumb. And a good God's name.
Bud Light is the best and there's no moon.
Pretty much.
So yeah.
So, been a lot.
Yeah.
Been a fucking minute.
Yeah, I don't think we've done this since Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if that stuff's in order.
It is probably somewhat
Close.
in order.
Okay. Well then, fuck it. There was a real Okie. Was it Real Okie Craft Beer Festival in Muskogee?
That would have been in late May, right after we recorded the last episode. Yeah.
How was that?
It was really cool. A little bit smaller than some of the festivals. Obviously, Hop Jam had just happened, 2 weeks before that one, or a little under 2 weeks before that one. So that would be the one I was mentally comparing it to when I went. It's in an old airplane hangar there in Muskogee, or it was this year. I'm not sure if it always has been. It was my first year going. But it's cool because, so it's all Oklahoma breweries. There were no out-of-state breweries. It was cool to see Frenzy was there. They didn't make it to Hop Jam. 405, a few other breweries that I don't necessarily get a lot of face time with just because of where they are in the state and how frequently they attend festivals in Tulsa. Yeah. I'm not going to get into all the beers I had that day. I believe that was my first time having Unspeakable Things, though, from Frenzy, which we'll probably talk about more here in a little bit. And it was really fucking good. The festival, if you bought the more expensive ticket, it had a fancy fucking glass, and that's what they were filling. I don't know laws and shit, so I'm not gonna call anybody out, but let's just say that glass was very full quite a few times when people knew who I was and stuff like that and hooked it up. So it made for I was glad Heather was driving. But it was good times. That's one. There were some small town folks there for sure. But seeing those people enjoying craft beer and getting into it is awesome. And that's one of the really cool things about all these breweries that are popping up in small communities too. I don't know. I mean, I'm planning to go back next year, so I obviously enjoyed it.
Right on. Thought for a second there it was going to get flooded.
Yeah.
All that shit that was
that
was the time frame, wasn't it?
Which it was. That highway, you go down that Muskogee Turnpike and then you get off on, I think it's 69 to go into Muskogee proper. Highway 69, it's not like it. Anyway. And the bridge goes across the Arkansas River right before you hit the Muskogee. What is that, the fucking place where they do the Renaissance Festival and stuff? The castle.
Gotcha.
Anyway, that you could tell had been underwater until a day or two earlier. It was just completely mud and shit all over the road, and the river was still right up to the banks. There was a gas station right off the road that was underwater still. So it's kind of crazy to see all that. The actual spot where the festival wasn't in any danger, but it would have been difficult to get there had that not receded a little bit beforehand.
Right on.
And that feels like forever ago, and now it's just hot as fuck and there's no rain.
Right. Bring back the floods, but don't blame Pub Talk.
Yeah, just the rain maybe, not the floods.
So I guess next up we have the Dead Armadillo interview. Is that right?
Sort of, kind of. So,
Or the 6th anniversary happened first?
yeah, I went to their 6th anniversary. The weekend after the real Okie. No, it was the next day. It was the day after the Muskogee Beer Festival. I had a beery weekend. And I mean, if you're a long time listener, you probably heard us talk about their 5th anniversary and stuff last year.
Yeah.
And how much fun that was. This was very similar. They had like 20 taps or some shit. It was insane. They had a bunch of one-off and small batch beers. I will, I guess, quickly throw out a few that I remember really enjoying. That was the Peanut Butter Antelope, the Blue Jay Hit Squad, the Imperial Brewed IPA. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but they had multiple stouts. There was another one where I was glad I didn't have to drive because that also got a little sloppy. Really good times, and the probably the coolest thing about that, it was Pride Weekend here in Tulsa, and so they had Pride stickers that they were giving away, and I thought that was really cool. I mean, it's not something that's necessarily the most popular opinion to have in Oklahoma, so kudos.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you started talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, that definitely happened before. I remember trying some of those beers.
Yep.
I don't know if it was a week later, whenever
yeah,
it
was. It was at the 6th anniversary that I caught Tony and Marion and got it set up. So.
Right on.
So yeah, that would have been next.
Yeah, the next was the interview with Dead Armadillo,
which was quite a while in the making.
Yeah, it was
awesome. Trying to get that one going since probably right after I did Marshall a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I got to talk to Tony, Travis, and Marion.
Yep.
What was the beer that we had there?
It was the Imperial Brewed IPA. He was mixing it with champagne.
Oh, right on. That's what it was. That's what was different. That was good. It was an awesome time to get to talk to them.
That was
a lot of good history about the craft beer scene in Tulsa. And just the fact that it was a long time in the making. Really wanting to talk to them. And it was good to get to sit down and go over everything.
That was probably one of my favorite interviews just because we were all cutting jokes, having fun.
Yeah.
And it did have all the build-up of how long we wanted to do that episode. They're one of the first breweries I ever stepped foot in. So
yeah. Still need to record an episode from their rooftop.
Yeah, I think so. Can we legally throw children off of it?
As long as they're not mine. Sounds good.
Yeah, cool.
I'll help.
Kidding. Well.
Yes. So Vanessa House was next, right?
You got it. Yep.
That weekend.
It was like a week and a half later or something.
Yeah, another brewery that we've been wanting to talk to for a while.
Since we sort of talked to them a little over a year ago at the Brewers Union.
Yeah. Had their new space. Got to talk to Andrew. I love going to that tap room. It's just got the layout, the design. It's all awesome. Really fucking hate that construction and shit that they have in front of it. So
please try to have some fun with it.
Yeah. But please go there, because it's definitely not closed.
Yeah.
But I've still been seeing pictures of just
sure
how bad it is. Right. God, if you would have done that.
Yeah. Oh, I'd have to get a trench coat.
Right.
I don't know if I can stay silent, though.
Yeah. They had an awesome design for Pride, too. Their shirt.
They sure did. Really, really cool to see that support.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope it continues and grows and everything else.
Right. What else do we got?
I just want to mention on the Vanessa House one, they had 2 different collab beers there that day.
Oh, right on.
They had a sour that they had done with 405. I think it was Pendleton. Does that sound right?
Yep.
That was really good. But the winner for me that day was that Sabroni's, which was a collab with them and Stonecloud. It was a New England IPA, and it was juice. It was so fucking juicy and delicious.
Getting a little
citrus as fuck.
A little addicted to those New England IPAs.
Same here.
And
yep.
Damn it, man.
It was so good. Now, before we went to Vanessa House that day, we had another New England IPA.
See, I didn't realize it was beforehand. That's
Yeah.
how bad my fucking memory is.
It was.
So we went there
Yeah,
first.
we stopped at Angry Scotsman because neither of us had seen the finished tap room. I
Yeah.
had been there when it was still under construction, but well, I guess first of all, I don't mind saying it. Angry Scotsman probably is my favorite tap room to just sit in and drink a beer in Oklahoma City. It's so fucking cozy and nice,
was.
and it ought to be,
was.
right? It's the newest one. It's sparkly and
Yeah.
but yeah, they had a lot of good stuff. They were also doing something for Pride that weekend. They had a battle. Was it Battle Unicorn?
Battle Unicorn. Yeah.
It was a sour with raspberries and glitter thrown in it. They were selling Pride shirts as well.
That shit was popular.
Proceeds from the beer and the shirt went to OKC Pride. So
Were you able to get one?
yeah, I got one. Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah,
That was right. That was the last one.
it was.
I remember the jealousy.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, so I mean, and well, I guess small world. Evidently, Shay, the head of Oklahoma Craft Beer, Craft Brewers Association, was sitting near or by us based on the timing of her Instagram story. Just missed her. And then we also got to try our friends Frenzy. As they mentioned on our episode with them in May, they had Unspeakable Things on tap there at Angry Scotsman and also available to go.
And
So
fuck!
both of those happened.
It was amazing.
Oh my god, that beer is so good. I can't recommend that highly enough. And it's still on tap. I was at Angry
Yeah.
Scotsman earlier today. It's
Is it?
still there.
I need to see that on this side of the state
Yeah.
soon.
Please.
But yeah, I really like that tap
so
room.
good.
And the view is fucking
Yes.
amazing.
View
Just
downtown
the outside
OKC.
area is pretty fucking legit. Just all of it was awesome.
Yeah, I need to get there on a day. It's not hot as balls.
Right.
And then we went to Vanessa House and recorded an episode. That was out of order, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, that was the order in my mind. Iron Monk?
That'd be
Was that
next.
next?
Good job.
Community kegs? You're fucking with me. You didn't put it in order, so I'm trying to
I'm sorry.
zigzag, and my memory's already shit, but
There's a lot
I'm
of
doing
shit
good.
written on that whiteboard.
Doing good.
So.
got a lot of shit going on.
Yep.
But yeah, Iron Monk Community Kegs. Went down there to see our friends and help promote that new program they were doing. First time we recorded one of these fucking things that you're looking at right now.
Bear with us.
Right? Hey, with everything. Fuck it.
Figuring it out as we go.
But it was awesome to get to take the tour. What did they have? They had one that I really liked, something about a biscuit.
Oh, Hoppy Biscuit.
Hoppy biscuit.
Yep.
That was fucking good.
That was one of their taproom only ones. Yep.
And I'm
Chocolate
saying,
hop was on.
anytime that I see that on tap, I'm gonna have to drink it.
Yep.
So
Oh,
what
I'm
happened?
sorry. I should chocolate habanero.
But yeah, if you haven't seen or watched that episode, check it out. Doing really good things with that Community Kegs program.
Yeah.
I think. Are you doing an article on that?
Yeah, yeah. So the August Craft Magazine will have an article on Iron Monk and Community Kegs that comes out here a couple days from when we're recording this. So what? 4 days from when we're recording this.
Did Matt talk on the show about that they were going to go do those collab beers? And
Yeah,
that's
that's been all over
posting
Instagram.
about that.
Yeah, they've been up in Chicago doing
Yeah.
some collabs.
Really looking forward
Man,
to that.
get back out there to try that.
Yep. The fucking festival that might happen, maybe. Who
And just-
knows, in September?
Number one, go listen to the episode, watch the video, and get to their tap room and support the Community Kegs program. But if you haven't been to their tap room, again, I'm, I guess, somewhat biased because I love those guys, but they've got one of the coolest tap rooms and brew spaces in the state. And it's a little out of the way because it's not in Tulsa or Oklahoma City. You're not going to find yourself accidentally in Stillwater, but it's worth making a trip for. And it's barely over an hour from downtown Tulsa.
Yep.
I'm just saying. So.
Fun brewery tour too that they do.
Yep.
Fuck, we crossed state lines.
We did.
We were allowed.
Just barely.
Just barely. I was scared for a minute.
Well. It was a Dumb and Dumber thing, right? So, if you're not from around this part of the state, if you don't ever go south of Tulsa via 75, the Indian Nation Turnpike kind of forks at a certain point, and cocky me didn't have the navigation turned on. Thought I'd done it enough times that I wouldn't miss it. But I did. And we probably went 30, 40 miles in the wrong direction. Thank fuck I'd allowed extra time, thinking we were going to go to a liquor store before, get some out-of-state beer before the show started. But yeah, we made it. Not without some scary shit. First time you've seen a Confederate flag in person with a cross and skull bones on it, I would have to think.
No, by no means.
No?
No. I grew up in Claremore. Saw it a couple times, but the number of them? Yes. Yeah, driving down that road, I'm like, fuck, please don't break down.
Yeah.
See two of them from the road, and I'm like, look at that. And then as you get closer and you look to the left, there was a good 10, maybe 12 Confederate flags
the one
all
house.
over.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking museum or something in the
Yeah.
middle of bumfuck Texas.
Yeah, it was extreme northeastern Texas in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Somewhere near Paris, like between Paris and Sherman, somewhere in that shitty whatever. But yeah, that was awesome.
But
we made it.
The rest of the day was great.
Oh yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Did our episode with 903 Brewing.
Yep.
Jeremy was just super, super hospitable and friendly and made for a great show. Mm-hmm. Their beer,
fuck man,
amazing.
Yeah,
amazing beer. We came home with a lot of beer from there, and I've drank probably 75% of it this week.
Yeah.
It's so good. I can't help but reach for another.
Those fucking smoothie beers make me want to go back to Sherman soon.
Yes.
So I can pick some up because I won't be coming here. Listen to the episode.
Yeah. Why?
But man, yeah, the beer is so fucking good. Jeremy was awesome. All the people working there were awesome. Very
food
friendly.
Was really good.
Oh my god. I didn't know there were gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
And,
oh my gosh. So good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Huge brewery space too.
Yeah.
Fucking enormous.
Just really can't say enough good things about that. They make awesome stouts too, which we're suckers for.
The smells, all the stickability on a lot of those beers were insane.
Yeah. Yep, that's one that I'm gonna have to hit up a couple times here going forward, because that was a long fucking day with it being 3 hours away and doing a round trip kind of deal, but worth it. I don't regret that shit at all.
No, be cool to do something else like that. I don't know who else, but
there's
something down the line, cross state lines.
Yeah. And the thing about that one was, and he says it on the episode, they're just barely across the border.
Yep.
Some people consider them an Oklahoma brewery. They distribute here, so goddamn it, we're still promoting drink local. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly. And fuck, I gotta go that direction a lot anyway. So a stop off in Sherman's gonna happen every time.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
I think we're caught up to today, right?
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
Who knows?
Oh, actually, before we get to today,
okay.
I also wanted to throw out, if you don't know, you're probably not following them on Instagram, and you should be. Rapture Ales has begun selling their beer to the public. Finally, congrats on that. And I know they listen. Big congrats on that. The farmers market on Cherry Street every Saturday from, I think it's 7 to 11 in the morning, so you do have to get up early.
I fucking work. It sucks. I miss it every fucking time.
I've been up there 3 or 4 times now, I think, and I have to say, they do a pale ale that it's gone. I get home and that beer's gone.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking good. Hopefully we're gonna get them on the show in August. But one way or another, take your ass down to the farmer's market and buy their beer.
Right on.
And tune into their social media. He mentioned when I talked to him last week at the farmer's market, they've got some stuff coming up in August. A launch party, a pint night at McNally's. So
shit.
Be on the lookout for that.
Right on.
Now we're caught up.
Stonecloud. Jeremy doesn't mind driving all over the place for beer. I've heard he's done it a couple times.
You know,
just in the past several weeks.
Yep, for last 5 weekends. and I realized that while I was sitting at Angry Scotsman today, and I went, "Fuck, what am I doing with my life?" But I'm okay with it.
Well, if I ran after work today, I'd have gone.
I figured. For
sure.
Well, what's funny is I know of 3 or 4 other people that were in Oklahoma City. I didn't run into them, but for that reason. So, craft beer people travel well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things. If I had other stuff going on today, it might have been another story, but I didn't. And I'd had the Orbit 1. I've had several other Stonecloud stouts. Knew that this one was likely to be extremely good.
So did you have to go down there for Orbit 1? Is it just a release?
Yeah, they happen to have some still left from last year. I don't know if they'd found some in the cellar or whatever.
Gotcha.
When we were down there in February with for Joe's birthday and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, hopped in the car mainly just to go down there and take a couple tasters of the taproom variants I mentioned earlier, and then buy some goddamn Orbit II. And while I was down there, maybe I bought some other stuff. I'll talk about that in a second. So I had not gone to a true massive public bottle release like this one before. So I've seen the Instagram videos and shit like that. I somewhat knew what to expect, but not to the degree that it was. So I got about a mile from Stonecloud, and I went, "Is that a car dealership?" No, it was a shitload of people parked like 2 blocks away to walk over to Stonecloud and wait in line, because I was there before it fucking opened. I was there like 20 minutes before it opened. Thinking I would wait in line with 20, 30 people. No, there was probably 150 people on that line when I got there, and it got worse. So, got in line, parked several blocks away, walked over, got in line.
It's a really calm crowd. I would say probably the only things I've really waited in line for like that are concerts and stuff like that, and it's usually a different demographic. People aren't what I would call patient. There was no impatience. There was no getting pissed off, which it was 90 degrees at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whatever it was. So that's saying something, I think. Everybody was just cool and waited their turn, and, Stonecloud had it down to a science. They were IDing you before you ever got anywhere near the front door, giving you a wristband. You could buy the bottles at the back if you just wanted to do that and bounce, or you could wait and, get in the tap room if you want to try some of that stuff that wasn't available in the back, which is where the variants were that I wanted. So I did wait the full line, probably about a 45-minute wait, I'd say. And when I left, that fucking line was still probably 50 people deep. Just crazy. And that's with me, I sat there for a little while and tried my beers and stuff like that before I left. But yeah, and I guess I should mention, sorry I missed some of the Oklahoma City craft beer people that were there. Tom Chalice and Thai Craft Beer Girl, I think is her official Instagram title. Looked like, a lot of people had turned out for that. So I knew I was half a mile from Angry Scotsman, and I had to bounce over there and get some more Unspeakable Things by Frenzy. Just bought some to go. Tried Impulse number 7, the new IPA from Angry Scotsman, and it was really good. So I bought some of that to go as well. Which is, I left that place buying nothing but IPAs. Which is, if you'd have told me I was going to be like that, probably even just 2 years ago, I'd have been like, no, fuck you, IPAs are gross stouts. Yep. Now I'm like, everything's delicious. Give it all to me. And you can tell.
I find that all the fucking time drinking IPAs, and like I jump on Untapped just to look at it, see what I rated it two years ago. I'm like, well, I was a different person when I used Untapped back then.
Yep.
And I'm completely different in what I like. Because fuck, I hated them. And I don't that much anymore. At all.
I've been having this conversation a lot lately about my love for dark beers. If you went back 6-7 years, it was non-existent.
Oh yeah.
And I blame that on Guinness being the only dark beer I'd had. And I'm sorry, fuck you if you like Guinness. It's gross. It just is.
Yeah,
It's the reason I didn't like dark beer for most of my life. But that evolution happened, and then it was just all stouts. And now I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be that asshole that drinks nothing but IPAs in another couple of years? No, stouts are too good.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, but it's just funny how that stuff changes.
Yeah. Okay, so now I guess we're looking at what's coming up next.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got a few days to the beginning of August now. God willing, did that on purpose. We're going to get Rapture Ales on the podcast in August. Coincide with some of the stuff they've got going on, so look for that. And then you've been talking with Tom.
Yeah, so we should be able to get him on at some point in August as well. We were looking at doing something a little bit earlier, but both of our schedules are a little crazy, so should have that coming up.
That's Tom Gilbert of the Tulsa World, if you don't know what the hell.
Pretty legit.
Yeah.
So we got anniversaries coming up.
Yeah, and then as we kind of head into the fall, September, October, November, we've been doing this a minute now. Been talking to people for a while now. We're going to be looking at some one-year anniversaries of people we had on last year and some big stuff they've got going on. So Nothing's Left is approaching their 1 year of their tap room. That'll be, I think, third weekend of September in that ballpark.
Wow.
Probably going to have them back on. Try to do something with coincide with the 1 year anniversary. Also, the 1 year anniversary of Craft Magazine, which hopefully you guys know I'm writing for them. So get Ben back on the show, talk about what this year's been like for him, what they've got coming up. November. October's going to be a shit show because I'm getting married. Just throw that out there right now. We'll see what the fuck happens in October. But November...
Oh my God, it's back. I forgot until I read it again.
Black Dolphin! Marshall Brewing Company's Black Dolphin, their Russian Imperial Stout, is back this year, and I'm thinking it should be a November release. They haven't said that officially, but that's generally when it is. And Vortex Alley Brewing in Ponca City will be celebrating their 2 year. I think we need to try and coordinate, get back up there again. It's been too fucking long. And yeah, that's a little bit of a snapshot of what's to come, and hopefully we'll have even more stuff.
Yep.
So, it's just nuts. This year's 7 months deep now.
Busy fucking year.
Shit's crazy. Shit's crazy. And it's still weird being recognized in public for doing a podcast. That's happened again twice, I think, since the last time we recorded in person. So, and not at breweries all the time. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
I think that's it.
Yeah, probably.
So,
that's plenty.
It feels weird. I haven't said this in a while. Jeremy, close this motherfucker down.
I'm gonna drink this first. That's going to do it for another episode of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard here, head over to our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. Check out the back catalog, the spotlight episodes, all the breweries and other craft beer-centric businesses we've got on the show. Map of breweries are on the website for the state of Oklahoma. Hit up iTunes, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're listening to us. Drop us a 5-star rating and review. Leave us a little love. Spread the word, tell your friends, subscribe to the fucking thing so that you get notified when we drop a new episode and you don't have to look on Instagram. But definitely do follow us on Instagram and the other social media at Pub Talk Podcast. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. And as always, never forget there's nothing in life too big or hard you can't handle over a few beers with your good friends. Till next time, chill till the next episode. Bye.